So the conscious mind, our waking mind, is really 5 to 10% of our thinking, which is really crazy when you think about it, because we are awake for a long time, but we are asleep for a long time too. But the processing, our unconscious mind delivers far more to what's happening to us in the waking life than we really ever attribute it to be. So check that out. The unconscious mind, your automatic bodily functions, your beliefs, your creativity, your intuition, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your values. So all of that informs what's happening in your conscious mind each day. 90% of it. And that just blows
crazy.
my mind. Yeah.
Yeah. That just proves that the Titanic was just a bad dream.
Or really, so much of a person, like if you look at the image of the iceberg, it's what lies beneath, right? I mean, so you just really can't, you can't understand somebody by just what you see on the outside. There's so much. We are so complex. So let's look at the brainwave state. So the next image. So years ago, I used to get really sleepy in the afternoon, and I couldn't understand what was happening, why I was getting so sleepy, other than, you change your diet, you change all these different things. And what I learned is I dug in and learned about our brainwave states. And what I learned is we go through these brainwave states when we're sleeping. So we spend our waking hours in the beta brainwave state primarily, gamma occasionally, but beta is usually where we live or where we operate when we're awake. So where it says 13 to 30, that is how many cycles per minute we move. So you're clipping along at a pretty decent pace here. So this is your conscious thought. This is when you're really focused. This is when you're really dialed into your project. And then as you move into sleep, you move up. So beta into alpha, into theta, into delta. And you'll notice that the brain waves move a lot slower when you move into those different brain waves. So we move into
Is it kind of like Inception, like that movie where time? I just watched it today. But where time gets slower in our dreams, or yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, our brain waves slow way down, so our processing slows way down. But time slowing down, that's interesting.
Where it's like an hour is actually like 5 minutes in like real life.
Well, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Have you seen Inception, Karen? Oh, you should watch it.
That's what it feels like in a dream, though, right? Like you feel like you're there for days or hours at least, and it's probably only like the 2 minutes before you wake up, right?
So yeah, it's interesting though, because we dream 5 to 8 dreams a night, and so we're moving through these brainwave states throughout the night, right? We're not moving out to beta at night. Obviously, we're not waking up every time we have a new dream, but
right.
But yes, we are. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of this time. It feels kind of like a time warp some nights.
Yeah, the concept in Inception is they dream inside of a dream. And so every level you go down, in the level below, a minute is a second in the level above.
Oh.
So as you go deeper in a dream within a dream, each level it gets slower.
It sounds like hypnosis.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't like Inception. It's too confusing.
Let's go to the other graphic. I think it just kind of shows it. Kim, this might be clearer for you. So you'll see here. So this is just kind of a picture of what our brain waves do as they're slowing down. So our beta, you'll notice, is moving really quick. And then as it slows down, it stretches out.
What's gamma?
So the theta brainwave state is where it's a very creative brainwave state. It's where things are slowing way down. It's where you're getting really sleepy.
Gamma is problem solving and cognitive processing. So your normal everyday brainwave as you're doing things in life is probably gamma and
yeah,
beta.
Beta is where you're at when you wake up. So when you cross the corpus callosum, right, between the right brain to the left brain in the morning, you come into the beta brainwave state. So usually from theta to beta. Delta is where it's. Have you guys ever had the experience where you're sleeping so hard and you wake up and you're like, I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what's happening. A dream. I don't know if I had a dream, right? That's usually the really deep, even deeper than Delta. So your brain waves are really slow, really slow.
Monday was that for me.
Yes.
Yeah. And the little one too. I woke up, I was like, what day is it? Like, where am I? And I went and woke her up for school. And she's like, what day is it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.